Welcome to the Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss channel. We have entrees, desserts, tips and tricks. We welcome you to our channel. We hope you make some of these recipes, enjoy them with your friends and family. Today we're making healthy cloud chocolate cupcakes. They're clouds because they're so light and airy. If you like this video, press the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel. Once you've subscribed, don't forget to press the bell to get more videos of this type. Look how chocolatey this cupcake looks. It tastes so good. Hi, welcome back to the Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss channel.
Hi, something sweet for you guys today.
Yeah, everybody seemed to like our healthy lemon bars, so we're doing another variation of that, and these are chocolate cupcakes. There's no sugar. We're using maple syrup like we did in the lemon bars. There is some butter, but we're using a vegan version of the butter. A little bit of flour, 1 egg, and if you wanted to make this all vegan, you could use a vegan substitute for egg.
Yeah.
Everything else is vegan.
And applesauce, which is sort of a magic ingredient for making bakery items without a lot of butter.
All right, so now watch us make this. And we're going to use this wonderful new machine we got, a KitchenAid Pro mixer.
And I call it the monster because it's very big. Only George gets to operate it because he has a license.
Okay, so the first thing we do is put the butter in the mixer.
In the monster.
And our maple syrup, which is our substitute for butter. And I think that's it.
Okay.
Is that right?
And yep. And blend it for 2 minutes at medium-high.
I start on low just so it mixes. And you can get a shot of this, Rory.
Yeah, it's I remember when we used to do this by hand. And it took quite a while to cream butter. Usually you creamed butter and sugar is what we used to do. But now we're going to do it with maple syrup, as we already said. And so this is that process. George is starting the monster up slowly.
Just so it mixes. And then we can That's looking good. That's got to go a little bit. So now if we come over here, Rory, what's our next steps?
Okay, so next we're already melting the chocolate in a double boiler. And
the flour.
Okay. So George has added an egg to the mixture in the monster and speeded it up a little bit so that it all blends together. If you don't have a double boiler for melting the chocolate, you have a couple of options. You can get powder, cocoa powder, or you can make a makeshift double boiler like we have here. So just make sure that when it's ready, you don't burn yourself. But here we have a little pot with water in it and then a smaller pot with the chocolate in it. And that works perfectly well as a double boiler. You add applesauce. You add the applesauce.
And the milk.
And the milk. And the extracts. a half a teaspoon of rum and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And this is that vanilla I told you about before. It's very hard or expensive to buy real vanilla extract here. And this is something George brought from Mexico years ago. And it's pure vanilla extract. Now we add the flour slowly so that it blends into our mixture. As soon as the chocolate is ready, we can put the chocolate into the mixer as well. We like this baker's chocolate because it's unsweetened, but it's not really bitter. Some of these baking chocolates can be really bitter, and this isn't bitter, and it melts very nicely. Okay, so that's our mixing. We're going to get the cupcake trays ready and pour it in and bake it.
Okay.
We've finished the mixing, and now we're just going to put this in the baking cups. And remember that they rise, so if you fill them very high up,
They're going to overflow.
they might overflow. So
Yeah, if you're not worried about weight loss, you can substitute the sugar in our recipe online for the applesauce and the maple syrup. You can still put a little applesauce in, and that will actually cream. This doesn't cream because it doesn't have the sugar. You really need sugar to cream.
So it's going to look a little funny when you're mixing it. It's going to look as though the butter is curdling, if you use butter or our vegetable butter. But it turns out fine. So just don't worry about that. So this is pretty much exactly 12 cups, and we're just going to add a little bit to use it all up. Okay, so these look like they should come just to the top of the baking cups.
All right, so Rory, you can put these in on the middle shelf.
Okay.
And we're going to cook for 17 minutes, and then we'll check them with a toothpick.
All right. Here we go. There's something so much fun about cupcakes, isn't there? They just always seem very festive to me.
Okay. All right, so it's been about 17 minutes, and we're gonna test these little babies to see if they're cooked. I'll tell you, I wish we did have smell vision, because these are smelling really good. All right, so if you just stick the toothpick in, these are done.
See, there's nothing sticking to the toothpick, so if there's batter sticking, then they're not done.
All right.
They look beautiful.
So I'm gonna put these over here.
We're gonna let them cool a little bit.
All right, so Rory is gonna take them out. If you use a knife just to lift them, you can grab hold of it.
The baking tray is quite warm still, so I don't want to burn myself.
And we call these cloud chocolate cupcakes because they're light as a cloud. You almost expect them to start floating off your dish.
When we bite into them, you just go, oh, they just disappear in your mouth. It's just wonderful.
So in the recipe below, we have both ways. You can make them with sugar if you're not worried about calories, and it'll cream up, and those are delicious also. Or you can make them with the maple syrup. They're both sweet. The maple syrup's a little less calories. All right, we're gonna let these cool, and we're gonna come back to our favorite part of the show.
Do we get to eat cupcakes now?
We get to eat cupcakes. So let's taste these gorgeous.
They had cooled off really nicely. Oh.
They are so good.
They are really cloud-like, aren't they? They are so light and fluffy. They're just delicious.
You'll feel them sticking to your tongue and teeth. It's because they're so moist and light. They're delicious. You don't need sugar.
You don't need sugar, but we like them plain because basically it's like eating cake, you know. But you can add whatever you want. Sometimes we'll put a little peanut butter on top, a little strawberry jam, a squeeze of whipped cream. I would, not George. So you can add to, or just use regular frosting if that's what you like. Right?
Yep. Okay. Hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, you're gonna get a phone call.
No, he's kidding. George.
Hit the subscribe button, and next to it, check the bell. That'll get you notified from YouTube whenever we have new recipes. So for now, ciao and arrivederci.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
We hope you have enjoyed our channel. If you have, please hit the subscribe button below and the bell next to it so you get notified of new videos when they come out.